Like I said, it's a doubleheader here today. So after this Lady Warriors contest, we're going to have the men's game as well, as it should be a close one. But last time these two teams played, it was a little bit of a blowout.
Good matchup, GRAC conference play. Looking forward to this one. Wabash Valley beat John A last time at John A. Now they're trying to beat them again at home and sweep the season against John A.
Yeah, and I think the Warriors won't have too much trouble. Like you said, last time they played, John A was putting up a fight in that first quarter, but after that, you know, this Warriors team really just did what they do to every other team in the conference and just absolutely blow it out the water. Is the only way to put it, Zach.
That's what they do. That's what they've been known to do for years now.
But we're set to tip off this ball game. Beautiful Wahid set to tip off against Cheyenne Trotter. Ball's tipped up, and John A will win the tip. And we're starting things off real early here. Horton with the ball at the top of the key. She's looking for offense. She's dribbling over to the left side, being guarded by Shemaya Reed. Good defense from Reed. Passes over to the right wing to Trotter. Trotter looking for someone. Finds Johnson in the post. Johnson looking for someone out. And we're going to have a top of the key three from John A. No good, as Reed's able to get the rebound for Wabash. Reed driving the ball up the court. She's going to slow things down. Nope, she's going to take it herself. And they're going to get a foul on the floor. We know this Warriors team likes to run fast, Zach.
Yeah, absolutely, and especially Shemaya Reed. Anytime she gets a rebound, she's looking to go all the way coast to coast to the rack. Tried that time. They got fouled on the drive.
And Smith throwing the ball out of bounds for the Warriors. Throws it up to beautiful Wahid. Wahid looking to drive in. Passes it out to Smith. Smith, corner three is good.
Just how they drew that one up. Wahid with the drive and kick to a wide open Smith in the corner.
Smith very excited about that three. Warriors full court pressing. And now we got John A passing the ball around the court, and they're going to slow things down. McDonald has the ball on the left wing. She's looking towards the post and passes it back out to Horton. Horton passing it over to the right wing to Tamasauskas. Reed, Gardner trying to pick her pocket. Smith almost got it, and left corner, no good. Should have taken a three there, but nothing. Another wide open three. She's going to take it this time. Just in and out, as Wahid just able to keep that rebound inbounds, as Smith had taken the ball up the court, starting on the left side. She's looking to drive back out to Reed for three. Reed no good. Brunson almost getting the rebound, but Johnson able to get it for John A up the court, and Nakia Harris is able to get a steal. And they're going to get a foul called on McDonald.
Yeah, right there, John A had a wide open Trotter at the right block, and McDonald tried to find the pass, but Harris just got her hands up and swatted it away, and really just took the ball right away out of McDonald's hands, and McDonald had to foul her, trying to avoid the fast break.
Biddle coming into the ball game now for McDonald, as Reed has the ball for the Warriors, hands it off to Wahid. Wahid looking to make a move. Wahid, Euro step, up and in, no good. And rebound gotten by Tamasauskas. She pocketed by Harris. Harris has a wide open, beautiful Wahid up the court and gets fouled. And she'll go to the line for got a big men's matchup. Wanted to bring that up as well. Last time, 3-point loss for the Warriors, but we'll keep talking about that. We'll talk a little bit more about that at halftime, as beautiful Wahid's second free throw is good. John A trying to get the ball in, and they get the ball into Horton. Horton looking for someone. He's got to find Thomas. Back and forth action, just trying to get past half court, and they just get past half court. As Thomas is looking up, could have called a walk there, but nice drop dribble. And the bucket is good for Trotter. 4-2 now, 7:35 left, as Smith is able to find Harris. Harris's shot is good. Nice pick and roll setup there from Smith and Harris. And now John A having a little bit of trouble with this press. And Jersey Biddle has the ball. She's looking to take a mid-range shot, and that's good. Nice shot from Jersey Biddle there.
Biddle, a known shooter, shoots 39% from three, 96 from the free throw line. Really good stroke as a shooter, and got that one to go from the mid-range.
You know, most people from Southern Illinois know about what she did back in high school. 1,500 points, Zach. A lot of points. As Leah Smith has the ball at the top of the key, and beautiful Wahid back to Smith. And then Brunson has it now on the left wing, and Warriors having a little bit of trouble now as Smith puts up a three and makes it.
That one was way downtown. Smith feeling herself early here, especially shooting the basketball.
Yeah, Smith now 2 threes here in this game. It's 9-4 Wabash. And now John A. looking to move it up, but Jersey Biddle again, another open shot, doesn't take it, passes it. Hey, what a interesting transition of plays that just happened right there. But John A. able to get a layup as Wahid now has the ball. She's driving in, passes it out to Brunson. Corner three from the left side is good. This Warriors team is red hot from three right now.
That has started out there 3 of 4 by my count here early.
Trotter has the ball for John A. 12-6, a little bit over 6 minutes remaining here in this first quarter. Trotter picks up her dribble, and it's stolen by Brunson. Brunson wide open Smith, but throws it too far ahead of Smith. And that will go out of bounds. But we're going to get a timeout from John A. as we'll take a timeout break with them. And you're listening to Wabash Valley Warriors basketball.
You already know that the First National Bank is your real community bank, but have you met our people? It's the people inside that make us a community bank. We live here, we work here, we're your neighbors and your friends. When you bank with us, your money is reinvested in your community. At the First National Bank, our customers are more than an account number. People are the reason for this community. We're your hometown bank, serving the area since 1906. We are the First National Bank, where our people make the difference. Come see us today. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
And welcome back as your Lady Warriors are up 12-6 here with a little bit over 6 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Story of the first quarter so far, Zach, Warriors red hot from three. We got 2 threes from Leah Smith and a three from Corinne Brunson.
Yeah,
I mean that's really put this team up.
Well, this team, the Lady Warriors, known for their driving ability, known for slashing. Not many knocks in them over the past several years. If there is one, maybe it's the three-point shooting. It's a little inconsistent sometimes, but so far early, like as you mentioned, Smith with a couple of them. As a team, by my count, they are 3 of 4 from beyond the arc here in the early going, and that'll play.
Yeah, this is something, I know we talk about this outside of the broadcast, but we talk about how this Warriors team really doesn't shoot a whole lot of threes, and today that's really been the big part of their ball game. As John A. is going to start off here with the ball, now under 6 minutes remaining. Jersey Biddle bringing the ball up the court for John A. She's dribbling over to the right side, dumps it off to Horton. Horton trying to get a screen from Johnson, and she's going to get double teamed by Wahid and Brunson at half court. And the ball is thrown up from Thomas, hit out of bounds by Reed. Will stay with the Volunteers. Really? And now Thomas looking to pass the ball in for the Vols, trying to find it open. Horton for three. No good. Harris almost got the rebound trying to get it. We know how good she is down there getting the rebounds, but Cheyenne Trotter was able to get the rebound, put it back up, and was fouled. So she'll go to the line for 2.
Well, Trotter also a really good rebounder for John A. Logan. She's the post player for them. She can shoot a little bit from mid-range as well, but she's really strong in the post. And she's got 4 already, a chance to add to that at the charity stripe.
Well, Zach, we had the doubleheader in Shawnee this past weekend, and it was a little bit of domination from this Warriors team. And Nakia Harris, double-digit rebounds once again for this ball club. First free throw is up from Trotter, and it is good. Making the score 12-7 with 5:40 left here in this first quarter. Volunteers, they're staying in it so far this first quarter. Kind of like the story of the last game at John A. And the second free throw is good. 12-8 now, 5:40 as Reed bringing the ball up the court. She throws it to Brunson on the right wing. Smith has it on the right wing. Heat check for her, no good. But Nakia Harris able to get the rebound, fade away, no good. Brunson fighting for the rebound, so is Wahid. And John A. is able to end up with the ball. Horton bringing the ball up the court for John A. as Reed's able to get her hands on it. And it's going to be a jump ball possession arrow with Wabash Valley.
Man, it's just so impressive, the Lady Warriors' ability to set up pressure. even after a missed shot where it's not like a made shot where you can obviously set up a press, even on the missed shot, they avoid fast breaks. They just get back so quick and then set up that press or that trap, and it's just so impressive.
Couldn't agree more, Zach. But Shemaya Reed has the ball on the left wing. She's dribbling up to the top of the key to Smith. Smith looking to drive in, and a nice Euro step from Smith, and she makes her shot.
Pump fake, drive, Euro step, and the underhand finished. Everything you want there from Leah Smith.
14-8 with under 5 minutes remaining now here in this first quarter as Thomas is bringing the ball up the court for the Lady Vols. She's looking for some form of offense. She passes it off to Jersey Biddle on the right side. Biddle looking for something, looks into the post, and is batted away by Harris. Harris lobbing the ball up the court to Reed. Reed dumps it off to beautiful Wahid for the wide open layup.
As that point guard mindset for Reed. Could have took that herself and probably made it pretty easily, but passed it off to Wahid for an even easier look at the basket.
16-8 here in this first quarter. 4.5 minutes remaining as Biddle's taking the ball up the court now for the Lady Vols. Shemaya Reed has been playing such great defense here today as she's going to knock it out of bounds from Biddle's hands. But it will stay with John A. Tedeschi coming into the ball game, as well as Harris for John A. 21 seconds left on the shot clock for the Volunteers. Tedeschi looking for someone as Lewis comes into the ball game as well for WVC. Horton throws the ball to Tedeschi, out to Thomas at the top of the key. Thomas looking for something. She's dribbling right, passes it off to Horton. Horton dribbling left, gets a pick from Trotter, wasn't able to get anything there. Thomas on the right corner. She's getting pickpocketed by Wahid, and that's going to hit out of bounds off Thomas's knee, and it's going to be Wabash Valley ball. The defense looked great so far.
John A. Logan's really feeling it with Tamasauskas, their point guard, on the bench with foul trouble. Nobody's being able to handle it really well.
As Smith was getting double teamed up the court, she got fouled. And it will stay with the Warriors. Chloe Dallas also coming into the ball game for the Warriors. She had herself a big game against Shawnee this past weekend.
She's been putting up the collective of really good games in the recent stretch.
Shemaya Reed now has the ball at the top of the key for the Warriors. 20 seconds left on the shot clock. She's looking to dribble in. And, man, we know how good that floater is. She puts up another floater, and it drops 18-8 now with 3:45 left here in the first quarter. Shemaya Reed guarding Thomas full court. McDonald back into the ball game now. Out to Tedeschi on the right side, looking, just passing all around. John A. passing the ball around the perimeter. Trotter looking for Horton on the left wing. Horton spins, gets it to Tedeschi in the corner. Tedeschi back up top to McDonald. McDonald's going to lose it, and it's going to be a backcourt violation.
Once again, they don't have anybody that really feels comfortable dribbling the basketball right now. The go-to for them is Patricia Tamasauskas, and she's out with the foul trouble. And so many turnovers because of that.
And the Warriors' defense has looked really, really well so far. As Elias Smith with the ball top of the key, she's going to hand it off to Shemaya Reed. Gets a screen from Dallas, looking for the pick and roll, but Trotter's able to get it, but throws it back in to Reed. Beautiful Wahid, wide open corner three, no good, but Chloe Dallas able to track down the rebound. Nice pass to beautiful Wahid underneath the basket, and that's good. Great pass there from Chloe Dallas from the right side. Beautiful pass, actually.
Great cut from Wahid as well, and Dallas found her.
And John A. turnover to Smith. Smith drops it off to Wahid and one.
No-look pass from Aaliyah Smith, and we know that Wahid can finish with contact or traffic no matter what. She's a strong finisher at the rim, and Smith, the foul. Smith's having a really, really good game here early. She's already at 8 points, a couple of steals, a couple of dishes for assists.
I mean, we hadn't seen her the past couple games, but the last time we saw her play was against Vincennes, and she had a great game in Vincennes as well, knocked down really anything she wanted. But beautiful Wahid now to finish the three-point play. That is good. 23-8 with 2:45 left here in this first quarter.
Wahid also with 8 early on here.
We didn't say a lot of her name in Shawnee, as she didn't really have to do a whole lot as the Warriors won by 109. As McDonald bring the ball up the court for John A. She's got a wide open lane, passes it out. Mid-range jumper for John A. No good as Shemaya Reed's able to get the rebound. Reed passes off to Lewis. Lewis loses the ball. And now Johnson bringing the ball up the court as McDonald's slowing things down for John A. Trying to look to the corner to Tedeschi, trying to get it to Johnson in the post, but Chloe Dallas playing great defense, smacks it out of bounds. And it will be Wabash Valley, or excuse me, it will stay John A. basketball as Jalen Murray comes into the ball game for your Warriors. 18 seconds on the shot clock for Tedeschi to throw it in. Tedeschi looking for something. And Johnson gets Chloe Dallas in the air. Mid-range shot, air ball no good. Tedeschi puts it back up and in.
Almost looked like a pass that time.
Yeah, Tedeschi, I mean, really nobody around her to get the rebound. She puts the layup up and in pretty easily. 23-10 with 2 minutes left here in this first quarter. Smith looking to drive, wide open layup. She got the screen from Dallas, and they just double-teamed Dallas.
Yeah, that works like a screen assist for Chloe Dallas right there. Another beautiful play drawn up.
And we're going to get a full timeout here from John A., and we'll take a full timeout break with them as well. You're listening to 89.1 The Bash and News Channel 15 YouTube.
Steve Faulkner Automotive in Mount Carmel, Illinois has a huge selection of Jeeps and Chryslers. We have great deals, affordable financing, and an exceptional service department. Come see us today or view our new and pre-owned inventory at SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com. Steve Faulkner Automotive in Mount Carmel, Illinois has a complete lineup of Fords. We have great deals, affordable financing, and an exceptional service department. Come see us today or view our new and pre-owned Fords at SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com.
And welcome back for Wabash Valley Warriors basketball. As your Lady Warriors are up 25-10 with less than 2 minutes remaining here in this first quarter. John A. with the basketball to start. They're looking to pass it in. They get it in and right back to Tedeschi. Tedeschi bringing the ball up the court. Now full court press for the Warriors. Wahid able to get her hand on it, but McDonald's able to get it back. Throwing it back up to Harris. Harris to Tedeschi. Tedeschi looking for someone. McDonald wide open three, steps into it, makes it.
Took that one little rhythm dribble, and clearly McDonald's a good shooter. Shoots over 40% from three on the year.
And now Leah Smith taking the ball up the court. 25-13 with a minute and a half remaining here in this first quarter. Smith trying to find Dallas. A little bit of an arrogant pass there from Smith, but Johnson taking the ball up the court. Throws up left-handed layup, no good. Smith able to get the rebound. Smith looking for something, look for the corner. Lewis wide open, no good. And Johnson is able to get the volunteer rebound. Now McDonald taking the ball up the court. About a minute left here in this first quarter. McDonald dribbling around the perimeter. Johnson for three. Johnson no good. Hit nothing, Zach.
Yeah, that one was pretty deep out there. Johnson looks confident in the shot, just didn't get enough on it.
And now Kieran Brunson is now into the game for beautiful Wahid. 58 seconds left here in this first quarter, 25-13. Leah Smith taking the ball up the court, trying to ease this Warriors team into the offense. So Leah Smith looking for a Chloe Dallas screen. She's going to take it herself, fakes the pass. Oh, and a nice layup from Leah Smith. I mean, there's not a whole lot you can say on that layup.
She's in her bag today.
38 seconds left. Harris taking the ball up the court. She's looking. Passes it out to Johnson. Johnson, big body layup for her. Under 30 seconds now in this first quarter. 27-15. Smith slowing down this offense. Smith looking for a screen from Dallas. That pick and roll's been deadly. Smith looking again, finds Dallas. Dallas to the corner for Brunson. Brunson drives. Brunson, great drive, hits the bottom of the backboard. Lewis gets the rebound and is fouled.
Really smart basketball all the way around there. Dallas open on the roll, but then as soon as she catches it, she can feel the defender behind her and looks. I could immediately see her eyes look for an open defender as there was a double team with the screen, and she found Brunson wide open in the corner. There's a closeout, so Brunson just drives baseline. That's just pretty basketball.
Yeah, no, couldn't have asked for better ball movement there. But Lewis was sent to the line after she got the rebound, missed the layup, but was fouled. And she hit the first free throw, 28-15 now. 9 seconds left here in the first quarter. Lewis' second free throw is no good and rebounded by Harris. Harris passes it up to Johnson. Johnson spins, finds Thomas. Thomas to Tedeschi. Tedeschi up and under, no good. And Reed gets the rebound. And that'll be the end of the quarter. Your Lady Warriors are up 28-15.
You already know that the First
At
National
WVC.
You already know that the First National Bank is your real community bank, but have you met our people? It's the people inside that make us a community bank. We live here, we work here, we're your neighbors and your friends. When you bank with us, your money is reinvested in your community. At the First National Bank, our customers are more than an account number. People are the reason for this community. We're your hometown bank, serving the area since 1906. We are the First National Bank, where our people make the difference. Come see us today. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Steve Faulkner Automotive in Mount Carmel, Illinois has an outstanding service department. With free pickup and delivery, we'll make sure your vehicle runs perfectly at an affordable price. Come see us today or view our service specials at stevefaulknerautomotive.com.
News Channel 15, winner of the Intercollegiate Broadcasting System Award for the nation's best community college TV station.
Steve Faulkner Automotive in Mount Carmel, Illinois has a huge selection of Jeeps and Chryslers. We have great deals.
And we are back as your Lady Warriors are up 28-15 here at Wabash Valley Community College. I'm Austin Harrelson. Alongside me, Zach Reynolds, for today's doubleheader, as the men's game will follow after this Lady Warriors game. And so I think that's going to be a fun one.
Absolutely, it should be. It was a 3-point game at John A. earlier in the season. Now Wabash Valley facing the Volunteers in their own house, where the Wabash Valley's men team been on a 3-game losing streak, but they're still undefeated here at home. So that one should be really fun. GRAC matchup always is fun. A lot of talented players on John A. and the Wabash Valley team alike.
As the referees had a little bit of confusion with who started the ball with the possession to start the second quarter, but we'll talk about that men's matchup more at halftime and after this ladies game. But John A. now starting off with first possession here to start the second quarter, as Thomas throws it into Tedeschi on the left wing, and she's trying to get a screen from Johnson, gets the screen from Johnson, back out to McDonald. McDonald dribbling over, a little bit of weaving around for this John A. team as it's in Tedeschi's hands, weaves it to McDonald as Reed doing a good job cutting it off to corner 3 for Tedeschi, and she makes. Big three right there for John A., as that's going to cut the lead to 10. Reed having trouble finding someone to throw the ball into as she finds Brunson. Brunson to Harris on the left wing, back inside to Harris. Harris, great pass there from Reed to Bardney. Great passing there, great vision from Reed.
A really tough finish from Bardney, too, at the right block.
30-18 now, a little bit over 9 minutes remaining here in the first half, as McDonald has it, gives it to Thomas, and Thomas throws it to Tedeschi. Tedeschi looking for a screen from the left wing. Not able to get anything going. Gets it back to McDonald at the top of the key, being guarded by Murray. We know how great of a defender Murray is. Murray guarding McDonald. McDonald not able to get anything. Finds Johnson. Johnson gets past Harris. Mid-range shot up and in, as the shot clock was expiring. And now we got the buzzer going off as Shamaya Reed's taking the ball up the court now. Nice little dribble move. Hezzy, and is fouled as she went up for the layup. And now
she's so good at changing speeds, and that's really how she's able. She's a smaller player, runs the point, but that's how she's able to get to the rack so easily. She can change speeds, get people caught flat-footed, and she's really good at finishing most of the time when she gets in there. That time she was hacked. Hard to finish the shot when you're hacked like that, but she's such a talented slasher and a good passer as well.
No, and she is a super, super underrated finisher around the rim. We know how great her floater game is, and then she has a really, really nice Hezzy crossover. That's what got her to the rim wide open until, she gets hacked. But first free throw was no good from Reed. 30-20 with 8:40 left here in the first half. Second free throw is up and good, giving the Warriors 31 here with 8:40 in the second quarter. And now Tamasauskas is back into the ball game now for John A. She's dribbling the ball up the court, gets it to Harris on the right wing. Sauskas was begging for the ball, trying to get a screen now. Gets the screen, looking for someone, but Brunson is able to get the steal. She's going to lob it up, and it's going to be stolen by Harris. Harris able to get it to Tamasauskas for 3. No good. Brunson gets another rebound, And Brunson dribbling through defenders. Is able to dribble to the right side of the court for the Warriors. Passes it out to Bardney. Bardney dribbling in, gets it to Harris. Harris, little pump fake on the shot. She goes up, right-handed, no good. And Bardney's going to slap it out of bounds. Volunteer basketball.
Harris that time was looking for contact, wanted a foul call, so she threw up a shot to try to get that foul call. Just didn't quite get as much contact as she thought.
Tamasauskas passes it off to McDonald. McDonald at the top of the key, a little bit of weave offense back to Tamasauskas. Tamasauskas dribbling over to the left side now, looking to get a screen from Harris, but Brunson playing great defense on her, and Tamasauskas goes up for the layup and is fouled by Bardney as she'll go to the line for 2.
Immediately you see there, as I mentioned in the first quarter, a lot of turnovers from John A. after Tamasauskas went out with foul trouble. She's got 2 fouls here in the first half, and she's like their main ball handler, main point guard, the passer, the dribbler, and they really felt it. Her not on the court. Now she's back in, and immediately she's driving to the rack and getting fouled.
Yeah, you can tell that she's the vocal leader of, this starting 5, and then really this team as a whole as she misses the first free throw. But you could tell they were struggling out there with not having that ball handling ability.
She doesn't score a lot. She doesn't, shoot especially well from 3 or anything. She just is kind of the point guard, the catcher, if you will, that runs it, the general.
And Shamaya Reed's step back 3 is blocked as Harris is going to step out of bounds for the Volunteers. And it will stay with WVC. Yeah, no, and I mean, you don't have to be the vocal point of the offense just to score all the points. She is that ball handler, and just having that ball handler out there is very, very important as we see, we see how great this team is with Shamaya Reed on the court. But Warriors basketball as Smith is throwing it in from underneath her own basket. Looking for Bardney under the basket. No, she's going to lob it up to Shamaya Reed at the top of the key. Reed trying to make a move. Reed passes it out to the corner to Brunson. Brunson's going to drive baseline, dumps it off to Bardney. Bardney, right-handed hook shot, no good. Beautiful Wahid able to dive in and get the rebound. Out to Aaliyah Smith for 3. Nope, she pump fakes, steps it back, and reset the offense. No, she's driving in. Oh, gets Jersey Biddle looking and misses the layup as Harris is able to get the rebound for John A. Tamasauskas is going to get called for the travel.
Yeah, that time she got the ball ahead of the pack, and I don't think she realized she was so far ahead of the pack. She got the ball, turned to look towards the basket, realized she was wide open, but then didn't know whether to pull up for a jumper or drive to the basket. Next thing you know, she was shuffling her feet.
I mean, Aaliyah Smith is making moves left and right in this ball game, Zach. As it's 31-21 with 7 minutes remaining in this first half, as Aaliyah Smith getting too fancy with it, gets a stolen by John A. Almost a turnover as Shamaya Reed is going to get called for a foul. First time we've seen Cameron Howie into this ball game. But gets the foul call from Shamaya Reed.
Right now, Lady Warriors are only up by 10 points, but they're playing a lot better than that. They're just getting a little too fancy in spots.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. As John A., less than 20 seconds left on the shot clock. Jersey Biddle driving in right on the baseline. Passes it back out to Harris. Harris, step back jumper, no good. As Bardney able to get the rebound. And back out to Smith. Smith speeding up this offense, gets it to Shamaya Reed. Shamaya Reed looking to dribble in. And she dumps off to Bardney, but we're going to get a foul on Howie. And now 31-21, 6.5 minutes left here in this first half. Yeah, no, this Warriors team is playing a little bit too fancy just to be up by 10, Zach.
They're playing a lot better than John A right now than to be only up by 10 points. I'll say that.
Smith throwing the ball in for the Warriors. She gets it into Brunson, back to Smith. She's dribbling over to the right side with Jersey Biddle on her. She's going to drive in right and is fouled by Biddle, I believe. Yep, they're going to call the foul on Biddle. Smith will go to the line for 2.
She's just such a talented ball handler, and she can break out any move with the crossovers, the behind the backs, and that allows her to create space and get open flying towards the rim.
Smith misses the first of 2. So 31-21, 6:27 left here in the first half. Yeah, but John A. is very much still in striking distance as Smith is able to make her second free throw, making it 32-21. Biddle throwing it in for the Volunteers. As now Horton has the ball. Horton taking it up Horton getting guarded greatly by beautiful Waheed. And now the double's coming. Harris looks to the corner to Biddle for 3. And Biddle makes, making it only an 8-point game here in this first half. 32-24 as Smith hands it off to Waheed. Waheed looking to drive in. Waheed left hand, no good. John A gets a much needed stop as now it's a 2-on-1 with Harris and Biddle. Harris, layup is good.
Faked the pass and then went up with it herself. Really good move there by India Harris.
And now Shamaya Reed speeding things up for the Warriors. She looks to the corner for Brunson for 3. Brunson answers right back. Big time 3 from Brunson, making it a 9-point game. 35-26 with 5.5 minutes remaining here in this first half. Biddle throws it in to Horton, back out to Biddle. And Biddle gets it stolen. And Shamaya Reed wide open, left-handed layup. And now that went from only a 6-point game to now a 11-point game.
A matter of seconds.
Yeah, literally in the matter of seconds. As Horton bringing the ball up the court, almost double team. She's going to jump it off. And wide open, Howie underneath the basket. Goes up left-handed, no good. Gets blocked by Bardney. Got Waheed on a little bit of a pump fake. I couldn't really tell if she was going for the pump fake or we're just going straight up with the layup. Howie misses the layup, gets her own rebound, and then blocked by Bardney, and that's going to stay John A basketball.
Does at least give Wabash Valley's defense a chance to set up, which is important.
37-26, 5 minutes remaining in the first half. Howie has the ball in the left corner, gets it to Trotter to Biddle. Biddle inside, no good. And now Reed looking to pass off, and she's going to get fouled.
Yep. That one's going to be on Cheyenne Trotter.
And now Warriors get themselves another possession to try and get this, make the lead a little bit bigger. I think we're going to get a media timeout here, 30-second timeout, as we'll take a 30-second timeout with the rest of the teams here on 89.1 The Bash, the News Channel 15.
Before coming to Senior Enrichment Center, I was so depressed that I couldn't get out of bed. That all changed once I started seeing Danielle, the social worker, and Melanie, the nurse. They have been so kind and they truly care about my health. They have helped me to be able to go out and have shown me the importance of how to deal with my problems in a more constructive way. I think anyone who is experiencing grief, depression, anxiety, or isolation can benefit from this program. The Senior Enrichment Center has changed my life.
And welcome back for WVC basketball as your Lady Warriors are up 37-26 over the John A. Logan Volunteers here with 4:52 left here in the first half. Zach, what do you think so far?
Well, this Valley's been playing really good. Aaliyah Smith's having a great game. She's got 13 points already, a couple of three-pointers, a couple of drives to the basket. Waheed has 8 also, and the defense has been playing really well. Honestly, it's been Wabash Valley is kind of handling this one a lot more than you would think. And only an 11-point game, it feels like they're dominating it a lot more than that so far.
Yeah, it was just a 6-point game not too long ago, but this Warriors team brings it back up to 11, and we'll start from this media timeout with possession as Smith is taking the ball up the court for your Lady Warriors. Looking to get a screen, double screen set, and beautiful. Waheed's wide open. She finds her, goes to the corner to Reed. Reed for 3. Got it.
Nice extra pass there from Waheed. She probably could have pulled that and shot it and made it even with pressure in the face, but the extra pass makes it a little bit easier.
John A. trying to get the ball up the court. Howie's going to get it past half court. She's going to drive to the bucket, gets it out to Biddle for the mid-range shot. No good. Brunson gets the rebound. Brunson throws it up to Dallas. Dallas to Smith. Smith to Reed. No, it gets batted away by Horton. Horton bringing the ball up the court now. She's taking it, driving in, backs it back out, gets it to Howie. Howie wide open for 3. Got it. Much needed 3 for John A. And now 40-29 with under 4 minutes remaining in this first half. This Volunteers team keeps themselves in this ball game. Smith looking to give it to Shamaya Reed. Shamaya Reed another 3. No good, too strong. Brunson able to fight for the rebound, and it goes out of bounds. And will stay, or excuse me, it will go to John A. As Brunson was just so close to getting that rebound, but goes out of bounds. 40-29, 3:46 left here in the first half. As Biddle looking to start things off, throws it in to Horton. Horton almost took a charge from Reed, but Horton throws up a shot, no good. Dallas looking for Brunson, and it slips through Brunson's hands. A little bit of a mental mistake there from Brunson.
She just tried to get going with it a little bit. Maybe he was already even trying to pass it up further the court before she really had control of it.
I think that's why I was thinking she was trying to just throw her hands up to pass it up court, as this Warriors team is so good at. But John A. with possession. Horton dribbling around to the right side, gets it to Howie, back to Horton. She's trying to drive baseline on Smith, but Smith playing great defense. Horton looking to the post, finds Howie. Howie again gets a screen, and Biddle, but it's stolen by Reed. Reed with a wide open layup, and it's good.
She took that one away like an NFL cornerback, just intercepted the pass.
42-29 Warriors. Smith bats it away, gets it to Waheed. Waheed dumps it off to Reed, and Reed too strong on the layup, no good. Horton's able to get the rebound. Horton, they've got numbers. And Chloe Dallas is able to get back on defense so fast, and now it's a turnover. Reed able to get the ball up the court, gets it to Dallas, inside Dallas, layup is good. I don't know how John A. doesn't score on that possession, but Chloe Dallas's defense just intimidating this Volunteer squad. 44-29, 2:40 left here in the first half. Biddle passing it to Howie at the top of the key, and now Howie trying to get it to Horton, and now Howie gets pickpocketed by beautiful Waheed, and a wide open layup for Corinne Brunson is good. And now the Warriors kind of putting it on now, 46-29. As Johnson has the ball for John A. She spins, looking down low to Trotter. Trotter looking back to Johnson, as I'm not really sure how John A. still has this possession, but they're going to call an offensive foul on Johnson. Kind of using her shoulder and extending the elbow a little bit.
And when you extend that elbow out and it's clear for the referee to see, you're going to call for that all the time. I remember when this was a 6-point game a couple of minutes ago. Well, all of a sudden,
it's a 17-point game. And we see that so much from this Lady Warrior squad. But 46-29, 2 minutes remaining here in the first half. Smith's going to hand it off to Waheed. Waheed passing it over to the the left side as Brunson looking to drive in on Jersey Biddle. She drives in, goes up right-handed, gets blocked, no good, gets blocked again, no good. And now Trotter able to get the rebound. Trotter passes it to McDonald, and now John A. trying to get the ball past half court. McDonald throws it up to Johnson. Johnson dumps it off to Trotter and is blocked by Chloe Dallas. Dallas finds beautiful Waheed. Waheed goes up. Waheed misses. And McDonald's able to get the rebound. McDonald starting this fast break off to Jersey Biddle. Left wing three, no good. Smith gets the rebound. And now Smith and this Warriors offense running up the court. She's looking. Dumps it off to Dallas. No look pass.
My goodness. Put that to SportsCenter top 10 plays.
And a travel for John A. This Warriors team has all momentum right now.
They've got the Lady Volunteers rattled right now after that no-look pass. I mean, that was Luka Doncic-like.
I mean, completely turned her head around and just dumped it off to Chloe Dallas. I mean, you couldn't have
put it right on the money.
You couldn't have made a better pass than that. But a little bit over a minute remaining now in this first half, 48-29. Dallas with the ball at the top of the key. She's looking to hand it off to Smith. Smith hands it off, dumps it down to Chloe Dallas in the post. Dallas goes up right-handed, no good, gets her own rebound, puts it up and one.
Chloe Dallas all of a sudden, 6 points, a chance for more. I mean, this team, Chloe Dallas is always the tallest player on the court. She's super strong, plays good defense. She's not afraid to pass from the post. Finishes strong like you just saw there.
That's what I was going to bring up was the size advantage. I mean, Dallas being 6'3", she got a couple inches on everyone on the court right now. As the free throws up, no good. Lewis fighting for the rebound, but Horton's able to get it for John A. Throws it up to Johnson. Johnson now taking things up the court. She's going to dry up all the way on Dallas. No good. Johnson gets her own rebound, goes back up on Brunson, and she gets her own and one. Johnson was able to get her own rebound, goes up on Corinne Brunson, and gets her own and one, answers back, making it 50-31, as Johnson will try to complete the three-point play.
Johnson scores about 10 a game for him. She's a strong post player as well. Her and Trotter really good down there. Johnson now with 7, Trotter with 6.
Johnson makes her second, the free throw to complete the three-point play. 35 seconds left as Smith looking to the corner for Lewis for 3, no good. Brunson fights for the rebound. Brunson trying to go back up, reverse right hand, no good. And Horton gets the rebound for the Warriors. Excuse me. I'm getting a little bit confused out here, Zach, as the ball goes out of bounds. It's Shawnee basketball is what I'm trying to get at. So many things happen too quickly. Mouth couldn't move fast enough.
That's okay. We're not all me.
15 seconds left here in this first half. Biddle trying to find something as Wahid hits it out of bounds.
Well, you talk about a size advantage. It's even things like that right there. Beautiful Wahid who plays the wing. She's got long arms. She's athletic and just made it incredibly hard to get that inbound pass in.
And Biddle throws it in to Horton and is shoved. Oh, no, I wouldn't say shoved. Kind of knocked out of bounds by Lewis.
I think it's incidental contact that does result in a foul. Obviously not on purpose, but I agree that Lewis got a little bit too much into her.
And now 12.9 seconds. Biddle's going to find Horton in the corner. Horton pump fakes, drives in, throws up a floater, and that's going to be no good. Johnson able to get the rebound, goes right back up, no good. Horton rebound, and that is good. 2 seconds left. On 1 second, Wahid throws up the shot, and it's no good. Warriors are up 50-34 at half, and we'll take a few minutes for Zach to get stats up, and we'll take a few minutes break, get back to talking here at halftime.
You already know that the First National Bank is your real community bank, but have you met our people? It's the people inside that make us a community bank. We live here, we work here, we're your neighbors and your friends. When you bank with us, your money is reinvested in your community. At the First National Bank, our customers are more than an account number. People are the reason for this community. We're your hometown bank, serving the area since 1906. We are the First National Bank, where our people make the difference. Come see us today. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Steve Faulkner Automotive in Mount Carmel, Illinois has an outstanding service department. With free pickup and delivery, we'll make sure your vehicle runs perfectly at an affordable price. Come see us today or view our service specials at stevefaulknerautomotive.com.
News Channel 15, winner of the Intercollegiate Broadcasting System Award for the nation's best community college TV station.
Steve Faulkner Automotive in Mount Carmel, Illinois has a huge selection of Jeeps and Chryslers. We have great deals, affordable financing, and an exceptional service department. Come see us today or view our new and pre-owned inventory at stevefaulknerautomotive.com. Steve Faulkner Automotive in Mount Carmel, Illinois has a complete lineup of Fords. We have great deals, affordable financing, and an exceptional service department. Come see us today or view our new and pre-owned Fords at stevefaulknerautomotive.com.
Before coming to Senior Enrichment Center, I was so depressed that I couldn't get out of bed. That all changed once I started seeing Danielle, the social worker, and Melanie, the nurse. They have been so kind and they truly care about my health. They have helped me to be able to go out and have shown me the importance of how to deal with my problems in a more constructive way. I think anyone who is experiencing grief, depression, anxiety, or isolation can benefit from this program. The Senior Enrichment Center has changed my life.
One of the things we want all of our customers to make sure of is that if you do install a generator, make sure that you have a properly functioning transfer switch. And a transfer switch will make sure that the generator is disconnected from utility service, and that protects your equipment and also protects all of our crews working on the line. If a generator is not hooked up correctly, it can send power back through that transformer, and then it can be high voltage in a dangerous situation.
College doesn't have to start at an expensive school far away. You can save money and be close to home at Wabash Valley College. Many careers only require a 2-year degree or certificate. Or get your general education classes out of the way and transfer to a 4-year school. Wabash Valley College has programs in high-demand careers such as physical therapy assistant, advanced manufacturing, marketing, business management, nursing, and radio television. To find out more about Wabash Valley College, go to iecc.edu/WVC.
We are back here on 89.1 The Bash and News Channel 15, your Warrior Sports Network, as your Lady Warriors are up 50-34 in this first game of this doubleheader here at WVC. Zach, it was a good first half from this Warriors offense, and defensively, John A found themselves down only 6 at one point in the second quarter, and then this Warriors team just really put it on.
Well, that's just something that just happens with the Lady Warriors basketball team here. A week ago today, Wabash Valley was at OCC, and I did that game, had the pleasure of calling that game on the radio. And at halftime, it was an 8-point game. OCC was only down 34-26 or something. It was an 8-point game. I believe Wabash Valley was at 34. They were up 40 by the end of the third quarter. They can just score in a hurry like that. It's unreal. But they can just score in a hurry. All of a sudden, the defense locks in. It's scary.
And, what this Warriors team is doing defensively is really first pass double to force this John A team into making, some form of error. And they really have, especially, when Tomasauskas went, to the bench for John A, they really didn't have a ball handler out there. And so that double after, first pass, then double the ball handler, this Warriors team, it's really simple defense. It's really simple to beat it. But this John A team just really hasn't been able to figure it out. And the Warriors, we know how good the Warriors are at creating, just turning turnovers into easy points.
Well, and you said something there where, it's a simple defense, and in theory it should be easy to defeat. It's easy to defeat the concept, but the thing is, when you got the athletes that Wabash Valley does running that defense, and they just move so quickly from double team to double team, you catch the ball on a wild pass usually because it's hard to make an accurate pass out of a double team, so the ball handler makes a wild pass out of a double team. By the time the next player is able to corral it, there's 2 more Wabash Valley defenders right in their face. They're so good at picking the pocket, knocking the ball away without fouling. It's just something that Coach Luke Scheidecker and his teams work on consistently and constantly. They get so good at it where, it's a pretty simple defense, but they make it pretty complicated to try to beat.
Yeah, no, and, it feels like, this Warriors team just really does this to everyone in the conference. And it's really every single time. The last time the Warriors played this Volunteers team, they ended up winning by 50. And so, this Warriors team, we talk about it every single time we're on the radio. Luke Scheidecker just does such a great job with this Warriors squad. And, most of the time they're starting off with a win leading into the men's game, which we'll head into now. This men's team, like you brought up, they're on a 3-game losing skid, and we know how great of a program John A has, coming off the championship. But like we've talked about, this John A team is only 500. They're an 11-11 ball club, Zach.
Yeah, a little bit on a championship hangover, if you will, but make no mistake about it, they've still got a lot of talent on that team. They really do. They got a 7-footer, Loundis, with good touch. He's a little skinny, but he's got that touch. He's 7 foot, those long arms. He's smart. Next year, I imagine he'll end up D1 and get in a D1 weight program, and he'll be a monster. He's already pretty darn good at 7 foot at the junior college level. They got a lot of talent. They got shooters like Hawkins, Worrell, really good shooter for him. They may be 11-11, but they're 7-3 in conference play. They're on a bit of a hot streak, picking it up after a rough start to the season. They got a lot of talent. Wabash Valley, as you mentioned, on that 3-game losing streak, some weird stuff. Vincennes seemed a little fluky, or they just got a little outsized. They weren't, and that was really it. Vincennes just kept going down to the paint and Wabash Valley didn't have an answer, although they played pretty well on offense. Same thing kind of against OCC. They scored 70 points. That's pretty good in junior college basketball. That's a lot of points. They gave up 101. And OCC had a 37-point night from a player. They had a 3 go in, roll off the backboard, and then it was a weird game, but a 30-point loss nonetheless. That's going to take a toll. And then they played much closer against Shawnee. Just wasn't able to come away with a victory on the road. But they're on a little bit of a skid, but they're still undefeated at home. They protect the Spencer Sports Center. They'll look to do that again tonight. It's GRAC basketball. It's always fun. It's always competitive. And I look for this one to be just as thrilling as it was at Vincennes back in December. Or at John A., back in December.
Yeah, I expect it to be a close game. Like you said, GRAC basketball, it's really close games. And, we saw that this past weekend where this Warriors team went up against Shawnee. And, they were down at Julian McGowan, which, I know we've talked about. He's a huge piece of this team. He's really that big man for this squad. He's ultra athletic, maybe not the biggest guy in the world, but he's ultra athletic. And having that kind of defense out there, having his athleticism really helps the rest of this team out. And not having him against Shawnee, that's a game that this Warriors team should have won. And, they just weren't able to really do anything offensively. And Shawnee pressuring the ball a lot. I assume that, Terrence Biggie went in there and was like, you can't let the pressure get to you the way that it did at Shawnee. They had 3 points in the first 6 minutes of the game, which is that's not the kind of offense that you really want going forward, and especially with a team that is on a 3-game losing skid. But they're 5-2 in the conference, and this is a really, really good team. This is a really good Wabash Valley Warriors team, and last time that they played John A., it was a 3-point game. I expect it to be a close game. Warriors have kept every game here that they played here close.
Well, and I will say this. I'll give them this benefit of the doubt. They're on a 3-game losing streak, but 2 of those games were against Vincennes, the best team in the region, and OCC, the number 1 team in the conference right now. 2 really good teams on the road. That's going to be tough no matter what. I expect a bounce-back performance here at home at the Spencer Sports Center. I think it's going to be a fun night of basketball.
I couldn't agree more, but your Lady Warriors are up 50-34 at halftime against the John A. Logan Volunteers. We'll take another couple minutes for a break, and we'll be back with game time action. Give me 2 minutes.
You already know that the First National Bank is your real community bank, but have you met our people? It's the people inside that make us a community bank. We live here, we work here, we're your neighbors and your friends. When you bank with us, your money is reinvested in your community. At the First National Bank, our customers are more than an account number. People are the reason for this community. We're your hometown bank, serving the area since 1906. We are the First National Bank, where our people make the difference. Come see us today. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Steve Faulkner Automotive in Mount Carmel, Illinois has an outstanding service department. With free pickup and delivery, we'll make sure your vehicle runs perfectly at an affordable price. Come see us today or view our service specials at stevefaulknerautomotive.com.
News Channel 15, winner of the Intercollegiate Broadcasting System Award for the nation's best community college TV station.
Steve Faulkner Automotive in Mount Carmel, Illinois has a huge selection of Jeeps and Chryslers. We have great deals, affordable financing, and an exceptional service department. Come see us today or view our new and pre-owned inventory at stevefaulknerautomotive.com. Steve Faulkner Automotive in Mount Carmel, Illinois has a complete lineup of Fords. We have great deals, affordable financing, and an exceptional service department. Come see us today or view our new and pre-owned Fords at stevefaulknerautomotive.com.
Before coming to Senior Enrichment Center, I was so depressed that I couldn't get out of bed. That all changed once I started seeing Danielle, the social worker, and Melanie, the nurse. They have been so kind, and they truly care about my health. They have helped me to be able to go out and have shown me the importance of how to deal with my problems in a more constructive way. I think anyone who is experiencing grief.
And welcome back to 89.1 The Bash, News Channel 15U, to the Warriors Sports Network. And we're here at WVC as your Lady Warriors are up 50-34 heading into the second half. Like we said, all halftime, you know, what we usually say every single halftime for every Lady Warriors game. This Warriors team dominated the first half when we look for the same in the second half. Zach, I didn't let you go over stats. You can go over stats.
Well, I got a scoring summary for you here on the first half. Big second quarter, as we mentioned, for the Wabash Valley. On the Lady Warriors side, Shemaya Reed with 10, Beautiful Wahid with 8. Aaliyah Smith had 13, including a couple of three-pointers. Corinne Brunson had 8. Chloe Dallas was 6, all in that second quarter. She got hot there towards the end of the second. Nakia Bartney had a 2-point basket, a strong finish at the right block, and Nakia Harris also had a putback from a rebound. On the John A side, Patricia Tomasowskis had 1 on a free throw. Jersey Biddle has 5. She's got a 3-pointer and a 2-point jump shot. Johnson with 7 and Trotter with 6. Those are their 2 top scorers right now. Horton had 2 right there towards the end of the first half. Cameron Howie had a 3-pointer later on in the second quarter. That's her 3 points. And McDonald also with 3 points, had a 3-pointer back in the first quarter. India Harris had 2 points, and Ensley Tedeschi had 5. She had a 3-pointer and a 2-point basket. So a lot more people scoring for them, but obviously much bigger totals for Wabash Valley with the 10, the 8, the 13, another 8. They've been putting it together in a hurry.
Yeah, no, and that's what they do. They get the ball into Aaliyah Smith and just let her work the offense. I mean, she has done such a good job facilitating today, and Shemaya Reed does a really good job of that as well. And so we're lucky and we're blessed to have as many playmakers as we do here at WVC. But we're ready to start this second half off. Once again, expect the same. But if you're looking at it from John A's point of view, it's only a 16-point game. I've seen a lot crazier things happen.
They're a good shooting team. They can shoot themselves back into a game. They've got a number of decent 3-point shooters that if they can scheme up some open looks, they can get themselves back into it. So Wabash Valley still got to play tough defense. Don't take it too easy now that we're in the second half.
Well, and I know me and you talked about it before the game. They are third in the country in three-point percentage with 70. That's incredible. 37.5% from 3. That's pretty unbelievable. So we'll just have to see how John A responds to being down 16. The Warriors will start with the ball to start this second half as Bronson throws it in to Aaliyah Smith. John A looking like they're in a 2-3. Aaliyah Smith throws it over to Brunson. Brunson skip pass. Now Wahid has it in the right corner. Shemaya Reed looking for someone. Smith hits Wahid. Wahid not able to keep her hands on it. And Smith looking to drive in. Nope, dumps it back out to Brunson. Brunson shots up, no good. Rebounded by Johnson. And Tomasowskis has the ball for John A. She's hurrying up this offense. Dribbling up the court, being guarded by Reed. And now passing it around back to Tomasowskis. And now she's dribbling around the corner, gets it to McDonald. McDonald on the right wing looking for the post. Johnson wants the ball in the post. McDonald not giving it to her. McDonald, that top of the key. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. She passes out to the corner to Tomasowskis. She takes the mid-range jumper, no good. And Horton's going to get the rebound, but buzzer rang. But that really messed up play there as they are going to call a foul on Shemaya Reed, but the buzzer rang.
Well, the ball hit the rim. They just didn't reset the shot clock. And then they had to reset it to 30. Now it's about correct at 19.
19 seconds left on the shot clock, like you said. McDonald throwing it in for John A. underneath her own basket. Wide open. That's Trotter wide open on the layup, making it 50-36 with 8:50 left here in the third quarter. Wahid, open corner 3. No, she chose not to take it. Gets it back to Smith. Smith pass to Wahid in the corner. There, she takes that 3. She should have taken the first one. She was open. She takes that second 3, knocks it down, making it a 17-point game. As Warriors still full court pressing, Tomasowskis throws it over to McDonald. McDonald now finding an open lane, but is stolen by Brunson. Brunson lobs it up to Smith. Smith dumps it off to Reed, and Smith keeps up her flashy passes as Reed's able to finish with her left hand. And now Horton now taking things up for John A. She tries to Euro step Harris, but Harris moving her feet a little bit, going to get called for the block. And Horton will go to the line for 2.
Yeah, Horton certainly did not have numbers there, but tried to use the speed matchup against Harris with that Euro step, and Harris got into her with the body just a little bit.
55-36, barring 2 free throws from Horton. First one's up and rolls in and is good. Yeah, John A. going to this 2-3 defense. This Warriors team really showing off how great a vision they have and how really great shooting they have as well. As the second free throw is up and good for Horton, 55-38. And Reed is going to lob it up to Brunson on the right side of the court. Brunson looking for someone. Tried to dump it off to Harris, but it got tipped around by McDonald. Brunson getting double teamed. Brunson still not able to find anyone. She takes it herself and just finds the wide open lane for the layup. She kept getting it, bounced around. She was able to pick it up herself and just take it to the rack herself. 57-38, Johnson finds Horton. Horton looking up the court. She's going to find Trotter. Trotter looking in, finds Tamasowskis. She puts it up. Air ball's no good. And Shamaya Reed's able to get the rebound. They got a 3-on-1 break here. Shamaya Reed dumps it off to Brunson. Brunson looking to go back up. No good. Gets hit around by Johnson, but Reed's able to get it. No good from Shamaya Reed. And now Horton ends up with the ball for John A. And she's trying to take it herself. She's going to slow down this offense. And Wahid tried to go for the ball, but got a hold of her arm. And that's a foul. The John A. ball out of bounds here on the right side of the court. Madison Lewis coming in for Brunson. 57-38, 7:22 left in the third quarter. Wabash keeping up with the same pace, doing what we said that they would do. But Tamasowskis throwing it in. She's going to lob it up to Trotter, who is on Reed mismatch. But Harris on the double team, and it's stolen by Lewis. Lewis is going to lob it up to Smith. Aaliyah Smith, wide open layup, and it's good. 59-38. Madison Lewis trying to get the steal. And it's going to go out of bounds on Lewis.
Lewis is super fast, maybe the fastest player on the team, right up there with Shamaya Reed, but she really uses that well on the defensive end. She can close out really quickly, or even not just closing out on a shot, but right there on this kind of inbound situation, she can close out and knock a pass away before you even know it.
That's what I feel, with this bench unit for the Warriors. They are stellar defensively. Jersey Biddle throwing ball into Johnson. She dumps it off to Horton. Horton looking for Trotter on the other side. Trotter looking for someone. Trotter swing past to Horton, but it's over Horton's head and it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, Trotter there just way too much on it. Horton was trying to come closer to her to make it an easier pass, and then just kind of miscommunication that time.
Lewis throwing it into Smith. 6:50 left here in the third quarter. 59-38 in favor of your Warriors. And Smith swing pass to Wahid for 3, and that is good.
Wahid 2 of 2 from the 3 line here early on in this third quarter.
The swing pass has been wide open for Wahid. 62-38 as Tamasowskis is dribbling, but she picks up her dribble, shuffles her feet, and that's going to be a turnover for John A.
And this defensive pressure from Wabash Valley, eventually it almost always pays off this way too. Then the pressure gets in the opponent's head, and the next thing you know, they're making mental mistakes and turning it over without any pressure.
Smith driving in, swing pass to Wahid. She chooses not to take the 3, but Reed looking, gets to Lewis. Lewis to Smith for 3, and Smith's 3 is good.
Smith only shoots about 26.6% from 3, but she is lights out today.
John A. trying to get the ball up the court, gets it to Trotter. Could have been called behind, back court. But Trotter has the ball, gets it to Johnson. Johnson's going to take it herself. Johnson's floater is good. 65-40 with 6 minutes left here in the third quarter. As Smith slowing down the offense, looking for a screen. Nope, throws it to Lewis for 3. Lewis's 3 is good.
Yeah, wide open at that right wing. She's a good three-point shooter, 33.3% on the year, really efficient.
And now Thomas trying to find someone open, finds Horton. Horton passes it up to Biddle. Biddle looking up to Trotter. Trotter with a great pass to Johnson, but Johnson steps it back for mid-range. No good. And Trotter fights for the rebound, but it goes out of bounds on her. And it will be WVC ball. John A. hasn't had any trouble breaking this press from the Warriors. It's just once they get it past half court is when the mistakes start rolling in. Now Dallas gets it into Aaliyah Smith. Smith with 18 here in this ball game so far. 68-40. Has Smith with the hesitation. She drives it in herself, and she's going to miss the layup. And now Luke Scheidecker was wanting a foul call.
Yeah, and then after the play there, Wahid gets called for a foul on the rebounding sense. And Luke Scheidecker, his team doesn't get many calls because they win by so much, and he just tries to say, hey, just because we're winning, that's still a foul, And Smith certainly there was certainly a little bit of contact there. It's just hard to get those calls when you're winning by 28 points.
Yeah, and we've also talked about that in previous broadcasts. This Warriors team, like you said, does not get a lot of calls.
Not going to get the benefit of the doubt, which, is infuriating for Coach Luke Scheidecker and the Lady Warriors. He's still letting them hear about it. While Aaliyah Smith is slowly tying her shoe to gives the coach a little bit of time to air his grievances.
Gotta love this Lady Warriors team. And Thomas looking to start the offense here for John A. Biddle throws it back up to Thomas behind half court, and it's hit by Murray. And it's going to be out of bounds on Thomas. It's going to be WVC basketball. Murray jumped in the air, smacked it down.
Murray came into this program known as a shooter, but she has quickly shown some tenacious defense in her time in her first year here at Wabash Valley.
John A. back to a man-to-man defense. Aaliyah Smith kind of taunting, hand behind her back. And being guarded by Trotter as Aaliyah Smith making moves, finds Murray for the three. No good. Dallas gets the rebound back out to Murray. Murray into the corner to Lewis. Lewis driving in, goes up and is fouled. Aaliyah Smith doing a lot of taunting. You saw her put her hand behind her back and
said, hey, look, watch this. I can dribble around you with one arm tied behind my back. That's crazy.
And we're going to get a media timeout. We'll take a timeout break with them as well. Your Lady Warriors are up 68-40. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
College doesn't have to start at an expensive school far away. You can save money and be close to home at Wabash Valley College. Many careers only require a 2-year degree or certificate. Or get your general education classes out of the way and transfer to a 4-year school. Wabash Valley College has programs in high-demand careers such as physical therapy assistant, advanced manufacturing, marketing, business management, nursing, and radio television. To find out more about Wabash Valley College, go to iecc.edu/WVC.
And welcome back here to 89.1 The Bash and News Channel 15 YouTube, the Warriors Sports Network. Austin Harrelson alongside me, Zach Reynolds here for this awesome doubleheader here today against John A. Logan. It's always a fun doubleheader when we play John A. here at WVC.
Well, pretty much in every sport. I mean, both teams usually have pretty good basketball programs on the men's side. Wabash Valley obviously has a phenomenal women's program. When you get towards baseball season, John A. and Wabash Valley always have the top two teams in the conference. These two colleges, here, community college or JUCOs, in the Southern Illinois area, they produce a lot of really fun talent, and it's just really fun to watch every time they come, every time we go there, no matter the sport.
And I'm excited to tell you guys, we're a month away from baseball and softball season. I'm pretty excited for that. I know you are as well, Zach, but Lewis at the free throw line, back to basketball. She makes her first of two, 69-40 with 4:52 left here in the third quarter. Lewis's second free throw is up, and it's good. Making it a 30-point lead. McKaylee Allen coming into the ball game for WVC. And seeing a little bit of this bench unit coming in as Thomas looking to throw the ball in. Thomas not able to find anyone. She lobs it up, and Trotter gets it inbounds, but they're going to call a foul on Allen.
Well, fresh into the game, and for a second even technically comes off the clock. She's got a foul on her.
I mean, I don't like the call myself.
Looks like that's going to put John A. in the bonus.
Yeah, John A. in the bonus now. That sends Trotter to the line. Once again, 70-40 with 4:50 left in the third quarter. Once again, don't forget, doubleheader here today, as we'll have the men's matchup later tonight, as Trotter's first free throw is no good.
That one usually around 20 minutes after the conclusion of the women's game. They give them about a 20-minute warm-up period.
I'm very excited for that game, Zach.
It's a big test for Wabash Valley.
And the second free throw is good from Trotter. Aaliyah Smith now being the floor general for this offense. She gets it to Allen, back to Smith, and the foul's going to be called on Thomas of John A. So Smith will look to inbound the ball for your Warriors. Ensley Tedeschi coming into the ball game now for Johnson. And so was Smith. Looking to start the offense off. She looks to lob to Lewis, doesn't, finds Allen. Allen back to Smith. And Smith looking to make some nice dribble moves. She's crisscrossing, dumps it off to Dallas. And Dallas with the layup. Man, Aaliyah Smith's vision today has been incredible.
Nothing but dimes.
As Thomas is able to find Horton. Horton looks back to Thomas. Thomas up to Trotter. And Trotter slowing things down. As she gets it to Thomas. Thomas looking to dribble in. She goes up right-handed, no good. Rebound by Chloe Dallas. Dallas lobs it up to Smith. Smith is now making a 3-on-1. She dumps it off to Murray. Murray up, no good. And Smith will get the rebound. At Smith almost getting double-teamed. But now Smith slowing things down on the left wing. She's going to hand it off to McKaylee Allen. Allen looking to drive in. She stops. Dallas looking to drive in as well. Right hand is up and good. Chloe Dallas, an incredible finisher around the rim.
And showed off a little bit of touch that time.
Horton now passing it back out to Thomas. Thomas dribbling just past half court. Now she's past the three-point line. Now Trotter trying to post up. Now Tedeschi out for three. And that misses everything. And it will be Warriors basketball, 74-41, 3:30 left here in the third quarter, as Johnson coming back into the game for the Volunteers. And Nakia Bardney coming in for Chloe Dallas. Man, Chloe Dallas, as soon as she touches the court, it's an instant impact offensively and defensively.
Absolutely. I mean, she doesn't play a ton of minutes necessarily every game, but she always comes away with about at least 10, it seems like. That's where she's at right now, 10 points.
Aaliyah Smith on the right side looking for a screen from Bardney. She's slowing things down as she hands the ball off to Lewis. Lewis driving in left-handed, and Lewis wide open left-handed layup is good.
Talked about her speed earlier about on the defensive side. That time she used it offensively, just blew past her defender to the rack.
76-41, Thomas just able to find Horton. Horton's going to drive in. She's got a 2-on-1 break, and Bardney's able to get the block. Murray with the rebound, and they're going to get a foul called on Johnson. Warriors doing a good job defensively here today. Bardney with a great block. Shemaya Reed and Micaiah Porter are coming into the ball game.
Yeah, that time Horton just was a little overzealous. I mean, she had numbers, certainly. It was 3-on-1, basically. So he tried to take on Bardney one-on-one, and, well, Bardney's really good defensively down there.
Shemaya Reed slowing this offense down for the Warriors. She's at the top of the key, looking for some off-ball movement. She's dribbling to the right side. She looks to get it to Porter, but Porter was going to back. Porter was looking to backdoor, and Porter would have been wide open, but it's going to be out of bounds on the Warriors.
Just a little miscommunication that time.
Happens every once in a while. But Biddle lobbing it up to Horton. Horton looking at the corner to Johnson. Back to Horton. On the right wing, she's dribbling around the perimeter, and Shemaya Reed trying to get a pickpocket. And lobbing it up to Biddle. A lot of Volunteers bodied up against each other. Could have called a travel, but Murray's able to fight for the ball. Murray lobs it up to Allen. Allen looking to find someone. Reed in the corner. Reed doesn't take the shot. Gets it back to Allen in the corner. Reed on the right wing. Reed looking to make a dribble move. On to Tedeschi. She drives in right-handed, no good. But Bardney fighting for the rebound, and it goes out of bounds on the Volunteers.
Bardney's just got that long reach. She's really athletic and jump up there. That's why she's such a strong rebounder. That time just able to get a hand on it and wasn't able to completely corral it, but it ended up going off of John A., and it saves Wabash Valley an extra possession.
Michaela Allen looking to tie her shoe now. She's looking to start things off from underneath her own basket. She gets it to Murray in the corner, back to Allen in the corner. Bardney posting up, lobs it up to Reed on the left wing. Shemaya Reed wanting a screen. She dumps it off to Bardney. Bardney goes up right-handed and is fouled by Thomas. And now Bardney will go to the line.
No,
nope, it was a jump ball.
I call it tie-up. I think there was a lot of arm on that one. Luke Scheidegger expressing that he did too.
Yeah, I thought myself, I just assumed it was a foul call. But now John A. has possession. Thomas dribbling on the right side of the court. And back to the top of the key to Horton. 76-41 with 1:45 left here in the third quarter. It's Deshi calling for some offense. Passes it to Biddle on the right wing, being guarded by Murray. Back to Thomas in the right wing. She's dribbling around, being guarded by Murray. And a jump shot from Thomas is no good, but the rebound put back by Johnson is good.
Johnson with 11 now.
And now, under a minute and a half remaining in the third quarter, Reed with the ball on the right wing. She lobs it up to Murray in the left corner. Murray looking to make a move. She's going to dribble baseline, bodies Thomas, but out to Allen, right wing three. No good. And Porter fighting for the ball, but Johnson able to get it for the Volunteers. Johnson dumps it off to Tedeschi for the mid-range shot, and it's good.
Really good pass there from Johnson. Really smart, too.
76-45 under a minute remaining. As Shemaya Reed with a great move goes up and hits the front of the rim. No good. Tedeschi with the rebound. Tedeschi leading the fast break, as that's a great pass to Horton underneath the basket. What a pass from Tedeschi.
Nice pass and a nice reverse layup there from Horton to use the rim as protection.
Shemaya Reed now under 35 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Reed dumps it off to Bardney, and that goes out of bounds on John A. And now Brunson looking to make her way into the ball game for Jalen Murray. And McDonald coming in for Thomas on John A's side. 76-47, 32 seconds left in the quarter, 19 on the shot clock. Brunson throwing the ball in bounds. Trying to find someone. And they're going to call a 5-second. I thought that was a really incredibly quick 5-second.
Oh, my goodness.
I thought that was incredibly quick.
Maybe 3 seconds.
But now the Volunteers have the ball with under 30 seconds remaining. And ball don't lie. Warriors steal it right back. 2-on-1. Allen dumps it off to Brunson. Brunson up and fouled.
Well, all things end up true anyway. Wabash Valley gets the ball back, and Brunson going right to the charity stripe.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more with that. I'm still on that 5-second call. I thought that was an incredibly. When's the last time we saw a 5-second?
Not that quick.
Unbelievable. But Brunson at the line. First free throws up and good. Putting it back at a 30-point deficit. 20 seconds left. There will be no shot clock for the Volunteers. They look to have the last shot attempt as the second free throw is up and good. For Brunson, 78-47, Biddle throws the ball inbounds. Tamasauskis throws it up, and it's stolen by Allen, but they call a foul on Allen. And we got some John A. fans that are quite upset.
Yeah, this is just how Luke Scheidegger coaches, and we've asked him before, and the reason that he presses this late in the games with this big of a lead is because he's trying to condition his team for the national tournament. And at the national tournament, they're going to have to be able to play hard and play full court presses for an entire game. And the only way to really get that practice and emulate that is to do it in a game multiple times throughout conference play. And it rubs opposing teams the wrong way, but hey, his team goes to the national tournament, and last year they were able to even pick up a win.
Yeah, has Horton was sent to the line off the foul. First free throw is good. 78-48. Yeah, I mean, that's what you don't want to create bad habits if you are the Warriors. So I love what Luke Scheidegger does. As the second free throw is no good, Bardney is able to get the rebound, gets it to Porter. Porter to Reed. Reed to Allen. Allen, right hand up, no good. Porter able to get the rebound, 5 seconds. She passes it out to Reed. Reed to Brunson. Brunson up, no good. And that will be the end of the third quarter. 78-48, your Warriors lead as we'll take a minute break. And when we come back, we'll get the start of the fourth quarter here on 89.1 The Bash, News Channel 15 YouTube.
You already know that the First National Bank is your real community bank, but have you met our people? It's the people inside that make us a community bank. We live here, we work here, we're your neighbors and your friends. When you bank with us, your money is reinvested in your community. At the First National Bank, our customers are more than an account number. People are the reason for this community. We're your hometown bank, serving the area since 1906. We are the First National Bank, where our people make the difference. Come see us today. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Steve Faulkner Automotive in Mount Carmel, Illinois has an outstanding service department. With free pickup and delivery, we'll make sure your vehicle runs perfectly at an affordable price. Come see us today or view our service specials at stevefaulknerautomotive.com.
News Channel 15.
And we are back here for Wabash Valley basketball. Heading into the fourth quarter, your Lady Warriors are up 78-48 against the John A. Logan Volunteers. Zach, it's been a great game so far.
Yeah, it has. For Wabash Valley, they got a number of players in double figures playing really good defense. A lot of flashy passes, flashy dribbling. Can't ask for much more as a basketball fan. If you're a fan of the Lady Warriors, that is. John A. Logan fans maybe not so happy.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a great game. It always has been when this Warriors team plays in conference play. As Smith has the ball at the top of the key, she's looking to the corner to Reed. And back out on the right wing to Smith. Smith driving in. She throws it up right-handed, no good. But Dallas is able to get the rebound, throws it back out. Beautiful Heed, wide open, top of the key three, and she's money.
3 of 3 tonight, all in the second half from the three-point line.
81-48. Tamasowskis gets pickpocketed, but they call the foul. And Aaliyah Smith not very happy with that call.
A few calls here lately, not going Wabash Valley way. Luke Scheidecker hand on hips.
Horton now has the ball at the top of the key. She's driving in on Shemaya Reed, passes back out to Johnson. Johnson's mid-range jumper is good, hits the front of the rim and rolls in.
She's had a good game for John A. She's got 13, can shoot a little bit, and can play strong in the post.
Aaliyah Smith, deep three is good.
That's her fourth three.
She's been doing that all game.
That one was way out there, folks.
And now Jersey Biddle controlling the offense for the Volunteers. She's looking for a screen from Johnson, but is looking to get stolen by Waheed. Waheed lobs up the ball to Smith. Smith dumps it off to Reed, and Reed's layup is good.
Another no-look dime for Aaliyah Smith, right to Reed. She's just showing off now. She's uber talented.
She really is showing off. She's all smiles out there. You just love to have fun. As Horton at the right wing, she's looking to get a screen from Trotter, and the ball is almost stolen once again from Waheed as she went to go double Trotter, and it is out of bounds, and it will be John A. basketball. 86-50 with 8.5 minutes left here in the ball game. As Tamasowskis lobs it up to Trotter and passes to the corner to Jersey Biddle for three. No good, and rebounded by Brunson. Brunson leading the fast break for the Warriors. She's going to go with her left hand. She puts it up, no good. Waheed able to get the rebound, throws it back up, and is fouled by Biddle.
Yeah, I mean, look how quick there that Corinne Brunson on a rebound, just quickly the other way. I mean, so fast, turns it into a fast break. Typically, that's one of those. It's a rebound. You bring up the court, you run the offense. But Wabash Valley doesn't play that way. They play fast. Even when you don't expect it on just a normal rebound, they're going to try to make it look like a fast break as if it was a turnover.
Waheed's first free throw is good. Yeah, I mean, this team quite literally from start to finish plays as fast as they possibly can. Every single game. You love to see it. As Waheed's second free throw is no good, hits the front of the rim. Trotter lobs it up to Horton. Horton's got numbers. Horton takes a mid-range shot herself and is good. And now 87-52, 8 minutes now remaining here in this ball game. Shamaya Reed looking to get a screen from Dallas. She's going to get that screen, and Reed's going to get doubled. And Reed lobs it up, tried to get Dallas, but Brunson able to get it back in bounds, and Reed's able to get a hold of it. Brunson in the corner and back up top on the right wing to Smith. Smith looking to make some dribble moves. She does. Goes up right-handed. No good. Dallas gets the rebound. Dallas goes back up and one.
The touch on the hook that time, little turnaround hook from Dallas. The rebound, that rebound, it came down into a John A. player's hands, and Dallas just slapped it out of her hand off the backboard and corralled it herself. I mean, she's just got that advantage, and it's not just size. You see a lot of tall players sometimes that, maybe don't have the touch or the skill down there, but Dallas has it all.
Absolutely. 90-52, 7:40 left here in this ball game. Horton at the top of the key being guarded by Reed. Horton drives left, not able to find anything, finds Johnson on the left side being guarded by Dallas. And to Trotter, Trotter to Tamasauskis for the mid-range jumper is good. Wide open mid-range shot for John A. Smith throws it into beautiful Waheed. And now Smith slowing down this offense for the first time all game. Matt Smith is looking for something to develop. And Smith's going to drive in, goes up, and is fouled. And now we'll go to the line for two.
Tamasauskis on the foul that time. Just her third. And it almost looked like the referee had a word there with Leah Smith. It almost looked like he told her to settle down a bit.
Yeah, no, I think that's exactly what was said, which
This is basketball.
Yeah, Smith doing a lot of talking. This Warriors team, they talk the talk, but guess what? They walk the walk, and that's what really matters. As Leah Smith's second free throw is good as well. She knocks down both of them.
She's having a career day here right now. 23 points, a number of dimes, great defense.
92-54. Reed's going for another steal on Horton, and Biddle on the left side. Biddle looking to get a screen. Nope, she's going to dribble out. Picks up her dribble, finds Tamasauskis, but it goes over her head. And now will be WVC basketball.
Yeah, that time just Biddle had pressure in her face and tried to throw it up to Tamasauskis and just overshot her.
These WVC girls are just having lots of fun today. 92-54 as Reed drives in. Could have called a foul there, but no good. Trotter able to get the rebound. She finds Horton. Horton looking up to Johnson. Johnson looking to drive in. Drives in on Dallas. Gets the and one herself. And now that will send Johnson to the line. She's had a pretty good day for John A as well.
She really has. She's got 15 points, most of them in the paint. She had a jump shot from around the elbow area earlier, but mostly a paint player for them. And as I mentioned, scored 15, a number of rebounds as well. And make it 16 for her now.
And she makes that free throw to complete the three-point play. Beautiful Waheed. It hasn't gotten the ball in her hands a whole lot today as she Euro steps for the nice finish.
A little bit of a finger roll that time.
A beautiful finish. But now Horton has the ball at the top of the key, being guarded by Reed, slowing things down, looking for a screen from Trotter. She gets the screen, pull up three, no good. And Reed's able to get the rebound. She lobs it up to Smith. Smith gets it through the legs to beautiful Waheed for another wide open layup. And now 96-57, 6 minutes remaining in this ball game as Trotter goes up and gets fouled. And they're going to call that on beautiful Waheed. And now Murray and Porter coming into the ball game. Leah Smith just happy to be back on the court.
Yeah, her first game back after a couple of missed ones, and she's got, 23 points. Beautiful Waheed has 23 or somewhere around there, I believe.
I feel like beautiful Waheed just hasn't had the ball in her hands a whole lot today.
It's been mostly those fast break layups, and then also she's got 3 3-pointers.
Trotter's first free throw is good. Yeah, 3 3-pointers will really help out the stat sheet.
Speaking of 3-pointers, Aaliyah Smith has 4 of them today.
Ooh. That's what you like to see from your starting point guard. As the second shot is up and no good from Trotter. And Smith slowing things down. Smith dumps it off to Porter, down low, wide open.
What a seed from Aaliyah Smith.
Leah Smith just makes it look effortless out there here today. 90-58, 5.5 minutes left in this ball game as Tamasauskis is looking for something, gets a screen from Johnson on the left side, lobs it up, but Brunson gets the steal. Brunson looking to go in. She's going to go all the way herself. No good. Porter goes up and one.
Micaiah Porter, a freshman, doesn't get a ton of playing time, and when she's in there, she's mostly a defensive specialist this year, but make no mistake about it, she can score the basketball. She scored over 1,000 points in high school. She likes to fly in for the rebound. She plays hard when she gets her minutes and plays hard defense, that time flying in for a rebound, put back with contact, make the most of her minutes.
Yeah, she made 3 threes against Shawnee this past weekend in the 109-point victory. And the free throw is up and is no good. 158 here with 5.5 minutes remaining in this ball game. Horton looking to drive in. She dumps it off to Trotter. Trotter tries to dump it out to Howie. And Howie looking to drive in, but stolen by Porter. Porter driving in, gets it to Lewis. Lewis looked to bounce pass, but Murray able to get the ball, no good. And Thomas gets the rebound for John A. She lobs it up to Trotter. Trotter, 1v2, throws it up, no good. Murray almost able to get the rebound, but Horton just flings it away.
I think that should have been a jump ball. Instead, they're going to call it a foul on Jalen Murray. Not sure about that. A referee had better position than I, though.
Yeah, they're going to call a foul on Murray, and Luke Scheidecker not very happy about that call, but we're going to get a timeout here, and we'll take about a minute break.
One of the things we want all of our customers to make sure of is that if you do install a generator, make sure that you have a properly functioning transfer switch. And a transfer switch will make sure that the generator is disconnected from utility service, and that protects your equipment and it also protects all of our crews working on the line. If a generator is not hooked up correctly, it can send power back through that transformer, and then it can be high voltage in a dangerous situation.
College doesn't have to start at an expensive school far away. You can save money and be close to home at Wabash Valley College. Many careers only require a 2-year degree or certificate. Or get your general education classes out of the way and transfer to a 4-year school. Wabash Valley College has programs in high-demand careers such as physical therapy assistant, advanced manufacturing, marketing, business management.
And we are back here on 89.1 The Bash News Channel 15 YouTube as your Warriors are up 100-58. Here with under 5 minutes left in the ball game. Ash Johnson looking to go up, and it's going to call a foul on Porter. And Johnson will go to the line for 2. Once again, 20 minutes after this ball game ends, we're going to have the start of the men's game versus the Volunteers as well. A highly anticipated game. The Warriors on a 3-game losing streak trying to end that, and John A. just trying to stay above 500. As Johnson makes her first free throw. I'm very excited for that men's game. I don't know about you, Zach.
I am. I cannot wait for it.
100-59. Like I said, under 5 minutes remaining now in this ball game. Johnson's second free throw is up and good. Bardney in the game now for the Warriors. Madison Lewis bringing the ball up the court. She's trying to get to the top of the key. She's looking to get the top of the key and now trying to get a screen from Bardney. She dribbles right. She's trying to take it all the way. She does. No good. Rebounded by Trotter. Trotter finds Horton. Horton taking the ball up the court, looks to the corner to Thomas, and it gets tipped away by Allen. And Horton saves it. Could have let it go out of bounds, but I guess it looks like to be a good thing for John A. Gets blocked by Lewis. And now Lewis able to get the ball. Lewis leading the fast break. Lewis spins. Left hand is good. Beautiful.
So hard to spin like that when she's going so fast like she does. The body control there is crazy impressive.
Horton trying to get a screen from Trotter at the top of the key. And Trotter looking to pass it off. She's passing off to Howie. Howie looking to pass off. Nope, she falls to the ground, and it's going to be a jump ball. Could have been a travel call. They thought she fell to the ground.
Oh, that is typically a travel in basketball.
But not today, Zach. Not today. 102-60 with 3:50 left in this ball game. Thomas underneath their own basket. 12 seconds left on the shot clock. And now Tamasauskas is now under the basket as well. She throws to the corner, wide open. Tedeschi for three. Tedeschi three is good. Her second three of the contest. And now Lewis leading this offense of WVC. 102-63, 3.5 minutes remaining. Allen driving in on Horton and one. And now Allen got to go to the line to try to finish the three-point play.
Love when Allen touches the basketball. The bench just goes crazy for her. Beloved by her teammates. She's been here for a few years now. She had some injury problems in the past couple of years, and when she gets in the game, she makes her most of it and drove to the rack tough that time.
Allen's free throw too strong, no good. And Horton able to get the rebound, pass it off to Tedeschi. Tedeschi leading the offense for John A. She passes to the corner to Thomas. Thomas takes the wide open two, no good. Air balls. And Murray fighting for the ball. And it's going to be a jump ball possession area with the Wabash Valley Warriors. 104-63, 3:22 left here in this ball game. And now a couple substitutions for John A. Big day once again for this Warriors ball club. As Lewis, she's made a couple big plays here today herself. Yeah, she's been quiet these past few games, but she's at the top of the key, passes over to Allen on the left wing. Allen looking for her, almost getting a screen from Barney, but Allen's going to take it herself. Allen goes up and is fouled. As Allen might have gotten hit in the face there. But she's going to go to the line for two.
At this point, it's just pure dominance from Wabash Valley here in the 3:06 left here in this one, but they're gonna keep trying to score. That's what they do. They lead the nation in scoring and back over the century mark again today.
First free throw from Allen is good. No, I watched this team go up 100, and they still kept trying to score. So, this team never takes their foot off the gas pedal, and, that's a really good sign of a good program. As the second free throw is good.
It's also worth pointing out, when these bench players get in that don't necessarily get a ton of time elsewise, they're still playing for their own personal stats and trying to get noticed and trying to prove what they can do. Even if their team's up big, they're still trying to play for themselves at least.
McDonald on the left side of the court getting guarded by Murray. Murray playing great defense. And McDonald having trouble finding someone, dumps it off to Harris. And now Murray holding her ankle. She's limping up the court now. And now Lewis leading things up the court, gets pickpocketed by Tedeschi. It goes out of bounds. It will be Warriors basketball. Harris coming into the game for Murray. And now Murray not very happy that she has to sit. But
she was trying to tough that one out, but no reason to risk any further. And I don't think there was much wrong there. Just a little ankle tweak.
Lewis in the corner tries to dump it off to Bardney, and that goes out of bounds. Tipped by Harris. Shot clock at 24. 106-65, 2.5 minutes left here in the contest. Lewis throwing the ball in from underneath her own basket. As she's looking to the corner to find Porter, goes through Porter's hands and is out of bounds. Will be John A. basketball. Once again, 20 minutes after this game ends, we're going to have the men's game here on 89.1 The Bash and News Channel 15 YouTube, the Warrior Sports Network.
That'll be a fun one. Make sure to come back for that one. It should be just a little bit after 7 o'clock, but be back here on 89.1 The Bash by 7 o'clock, and look for that stream by then on News Channel 15 YouTube. That'll be a fun one you don't want to miss.
McDonald at the top of the key. Murray back into the game, by the way. McDonald passes it over to the left wing to Thomas, back up to the top of the key to Howie, back to Tedeschi. Now on the left wing, she finds Harris in the post. Out to Howie for three. No good. Tedeschi going up for the rebound, but Allen comes down with it. Allen leading the fast break. Allen looking to go all the way, gets blocked by Harris. And now Harris lobs it up to Tedeschi. Porter looking to go for the block, and they're going to get a foul on Porter. And that will send Tedeschi to the line for 2. Once again, 106-65, 2 minutes left here in this first game of this doubleheader here against John A. Logan at WVC. First free throw is up from Tedeschi. No good, hits the front of the rim.
Tedeschi's had a good game for John A. as well. She's at 10 points right now. Had a couple of three-pointers, one in each half.
We might be seeing her brother in just a couple of years playing here at John A., but second free throw is no good. Lewis getting double teamed. She splits the defenders, lobs it up to Murray. Murray driving baseline, and they're going to call a foul on McDonald, hand check. And the Warriors will go to the line as they are now in the bonus. And Murray will go to the line for a one-on-one try.
Murray doesn't shoot a lot of free throws. She doesn't drive to the paint a ton usually. She's 50% on the season.
First free throw is up, no good from Murray.
By law of averages, she's got to make the next one, right?
That is correct. Let's see if she makes the second free throw. It's up. And it just rolls in.
Front of the rim to the back of the rim. Finally fell in.
Now McDonald leading the charge for the Volunteers offense. She's at the top of the key being guarded by Lewis. Dribbling around, trying to find something. She finds Thomas on the right side of the court. Thomas looking to dump it off to Tedeschi. Tedeschi dribbling around her. Goes back to the top of the key to Harris. Howie, left wing, finds Thomas in the corner. And Thomas driving baseline of Bartney, no good. Now Thomas back to McDonald. McDonald driving in. McDonald throws it up. No good. Rebounded by Lewis. And now Lewis passing it up to Allen. Allen almost taking a three. Murray for three. No good. And Porter should have maybe gotten over the back goal there, but it goes out of bounds on Porter, and it will be John A. basketball. A little over a minute now remaining in this game. McDonald has the ball at the top of the key. He's looking for something. And now finds Tedeschi. Tedeschi finds Thomas in the corner. Thomas looking for something. Thomas not able to find anything. She just dribbles out of it. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Thomas driving in, not able to find anything. Howie driving in left-handed. She throws up a floater, and it's no good. And rebounded by Murray. Now under 45 seconds left here in this ball game. And Murray driving in. Murray dumps it off to Bartney. Bartney goes up and is fouled. And will be sent to the line for 2. 107-65 with 37 seconds left in this ball game. Not much else to say about this game, Zach.
Outstanding performances from Wahid, Smith, Reed, Chloe Dallas off the bench. Had a really, really good game again. She's at 13. That's right around her average. She averages 12.8, 13 a number of rebounds. Aaliyah Smith, the dimes, the flashy passes, the defense, everything you could ask.
And Bartney makes both of her free throws, making it 109-65. Yeah, everybody really doing what they were supposed to do today. As Tedeschi on the left wing looks for Howie in the left corner. Howie, top of the key to Thomas. Thomas to McDonald. McDonald takes a deep three. McDonald misses and rebounded by Murray. And that should do it. As Lewis will hold the ball at the top of the key. And the Warriors will come out of this game with a victory, 109-65 here at WVC. Another big-time victory and another conference win. Your Lady Warriors will advance to 18-2 as they pick up another win, like I said, in conference. And once again, in 20 minutes, we'll have the men's matchup, a much-anticipated matchup. Zach, do you have anything else?
One big-time win out of the way. Let's try to sweep this one, protect the house here at the Spencer Sports Center. Men's matchup next. Be back for that one.
Yeah, I'm Austin Harrelson alongside me, Zach Reynolds. We'll be back in 20 with the second half of our doubleheader.
You already know that the First National Bank is your real community bank, but have you met our people? It's the people inside that make us a community bank. We live here, we work here, we're your neighbors and your friends. When you bank with us, your money is reinvested in your community. At the First National Bank, our customers are more than an account number. People are the reason for this community. We're your hometown bank, serving the area since 1906. We are the First National Bank, where our people make the difference. Come see us today. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Steve Faulkner Automotive in Mount Carmel, Illinois has an outstanding service department. With free pickup and delivery, we'll make sure your vehicle runs perfectly at an affordable price. Come see us today or view our service specials at stevefaulknerautomotive.com.
News Channel 15, winner of the Intercollegiate Broadcasting System Award for the nation's best community college TV station.
Steve Faulkner Automotive in Mount Carmel, Illinois has a huge selection of Jeeps and Chryslers. We have great deals, affordable financing, and an exceptional service department. Come see us today or view our new and pre-owned inventory at stevefaulknerautomotive.com. Steve Faulkner Automotive in Mount Carmel, Illinois has a complete lineup of Fords. We have great deals, affordable financing, and an exceptional service department. Come see us today or view our new and pre-owned Fords at stevefaulknerautomotive.com.
Before coming to Senior Enrichment Center, I was so depressed that I couldn't get out of bed. That all changed once I started seeing Danielle, the social worker, and Melanie, the nurse. They have been so kind and they truly care about my health. They have helped me to be able to go out and have shown me the importance of how to deal with my problems in a more constructive way. I think anyone who is experiencing grief, depression, anxiety, or isolation can benefit from this program. The Senior Enrichment Center has changed my life.